to the second stand where we put the other trap in. This is the one that you saw in the video before when we were placing our swarm catch boxes, that I had the phone out and I was getting north, south, east, and west. This morning we pulled up, it's 55 degrees this morning. It's relatively cool to be the 10th of May, I think today is, maybe the 11th, I'm not sure. We're checking boxes, we're refreshing in swarm traps. This is something you want to do occasionally. You know, I get it, you got stuff to do, but you know, a minimum of 2 weeks apart. My brother was on the property a few days ago. They had some cattle from the neighbors that was coming in, and anyway, he was helping and we were getting cattle out. He walked by this stand and said, you know, massive bees on the front, you might want to take a look at it. So it's taken me 5 or 6 days since then to come look. So we pulled up here this morning and I've seen 2 bees come in from foraging and go in that box. Like I said, it's cold. The boxes of bees at my house this morning were all in the throat of the hive, just kind of hanging out. I got bees or I don't, it's that simple. I'm going to go up and I'm going to stick my ear to that box, and I should be able to determine by what the sound is on the inside if I have had a colony move in. If I have, I'm going to remove the entrance reducer, put on a moving robbing screen. I'm going to leave the hatches open because that allows those bees to continue to work and do their thing. And then on a dark night, not dusky dark, but when it's dark, I'm going to come, I'll bring another ratchet, I'll cross ratchet them, I'll lower them down into the side by side, and I'll take them to a yard where they'll be set out, and like we've talked about, they'll get a round of mite treatment. So right now, bear with me, I'm going to climb that stand and find out, number one, do I have a colony in that box? What I'm seeing from where I'm at, I have a bee, a guard just came to the entrance hole. There is a dead honeybee laying on the front of the landing. Yeah, and now there's a honeybee working the end of the reducer. So oh yeah, there are bees in this box communicating. You can hear them rustling. They're here. I don't know how big of a colony it may be. I think what I want to do is get down, put the moving robbing screen on. I typically would not worry with opening this box, but Jason and I have talked about it and we've decided that we're going to do this for y'all. I don't know how big a swarm this is, and that's not really the point, but I'm going to put the moving robbing screen on them. I'm then going to loosen the ratchet strap. I'm going to climb up in the top seat. Mr. Jason's going to come up the ladder and we're going to film, and let's just see how big a colony it is. We are going to wear our suits in case this all gets funky up here in this ladder. You don't want to see 2 big boys up here fighting to see who can get out of this tree first with bees eating us up. So let's see what happens. Grab a moving robbing screen. It would appear that Brother Bill was spot on with bees moving in. I've got this kind of makes it handy. If you always do your pre-planning, it will help you down the road. I have put these sheetrock screws all the way through, and then back them out flush, so that when I get up there and I remove the guard, if bees start getting kind of wild on me, that'll be okay. I'm going to put this onto the front, screw these into the box, and like I said, we might leave it closed while we take this lid off. At that point, it doesn't make much difference. So I'll probably open these latches. That will continue to allow these bees to work till they're moved. So keep watching. Let's see how this goes. I can actually feel a little bit of heat coming out of the box. I guess a smart man would drop his veil before he does this. Okay. Well, I can tell you there are enough of them that they've got the box warm. And I'll also say this, we went with solid bottom boards just in the event of weather like we're having today after the catch. That solid bottom board is going to help them maintain some heat in this box. I can't stress enough to you folks watching that, you know, safety is still number one. Really and truly, I would think that you should wear harnesses when you're doing this, especially if you have any thoughts of falling. Do whatever it takes to stay safe. Jason, they're pretty well engaged in doing their thing. They're in there trying to stay warm. As we've seen, one or two bees come in to the box this morning. I think they're going to be fairly locked. I'm going to ease up around and get up in the seat in the stand. Allow you time to ease on up here, and when you get comfortable, we'll take the top off.
All right.
And then we'll all see what we got.
Give it a shot.
All right, my awesome videographer dude has made it up into the stand. We've kind of chilled out here a little bit. Haven't seen any bees work in and out of the box, so whatever we've got, you're going to see it just like we are. Of course, I'm going to jerk this lid open. It's all going to be on the camera side, so I'll be in pretty good shape if I sit still. Come on, it can't be that bad, right? All right, let's just ease this lid up. I have no idea what Jason's seeing.
I'm seeing some bees.
I feel the heat.
Yeah.
Well, look at that. I see 1, 2, 3 frames of bees, so not a huge swarm. I do see that the ants have managed to find the outer cover. Oh, they're locked in. They're nice and calm this morning. Got a nice, I know y'all can't feel that across the video, but there is some heat for what they are in here. There's some heat. They've been here long enough, they pulled the 2 outside combs and working. So I'd almost bet we got a little brood going too. I don't know how long. I guess that'd mean they've been here at least 12 days. They're locked tight to it. All right, we've got an official catch. We got ants in our outer cover. Okay, folks, y'all saw it just like we did. This is a catch. This is a done deal. All I'll have to do is come back and get these bees down on a dark night and get them moved. They look great. I'm really feeling like y'all need to see some beautiful bee footage. I'm going to do it. I probably don't really want to, but I'm going to ease a frame up about halfway that was just foundation, and I'm going to let y'all, we're going to do this anyway, just so y'all can see. So, Jason?
Yes, sir.
Roll that beautiful bee footage. Folks, I see brood on Jason's side. I'm not going to go any higher than that.
Yep. I see larvae.
Okay, that means we got a laying queen in here. We're going to put them back together. Good job, girls. Y'all found you a home. We'll take care of you from here. Sorry about the ant deal. Didn't see that coming, but we'll get you fixed up and get you a new lid as soon as we can. All right, boy, gentle bees too, huh?
Very gentle bees.
Okay, sir, if you'll ease back down the ladder.
I'm gonna give you this. It's rolling. And then you can just toss it to me.
You ease back down the ladder with no
You're facing yourself.
no problems, and well, you give the guy the camera that don't know what he's doing.
All right, toss her on down.
All right, here it comes.
I got it.
I could do without the bees. I'm sure that they could too, or the ants.
Ants, yeah, they're all over this side.
Thank goodness they're not fire ants. They're not eating me up here. I know what's happened. The ants moved in under the metal on the lid, and the bees moved into the box. That's why that's cool. That means if they've got capped brood, so if they cap day 9 to day 10, and bees emerge in 21, somewhere in there, you know, that frame looked like it had a hatch come out, so they could have been here, you know, an extended amount of time that we just didn't see them working due to the fact that they're not a very large colony, but obviously they have a good queen. So great, good job. I'm gonna try to get down now with no issues, and we're gonna go on about our day and check some more traps. Thanks for watching. All right, best thing about that is nobody got hurt. catching the deep hive body in the deer stand. May bees, as you can tell, they've brooded up, which means they've been there. Let's just, in the reality of this, the way my time runs, busy with kids and life and school, and so obviously if we've had bees actually produced in this box, they've been here over 21 days. Obviously not a great big swarm. That doesn't have any bearing on what I'm wanting to say. What I'm wanting to say is that is why I like using this situation for me personally. Do what fits your program in catching bees. If you're a busy person and you get that time to put these swarm boxes out, but you're so busy that you just, the day that you can is the day that you can, check them. If you've made a catch, they've got room in that box for expansion. The frames and foundation are there. They're not just cross-combing. They're not making a huge mess. They're gonna sit right there and do their thing. Now, obviously, the longer they're in that box, the bigger they build up, the more bees become prevalent to that hive, and it gets heavy. There's the real problem. The time is not really the issue so much as you've got month, 2 months to allow them to live naturally in there on their own and expand, no harm, no foul. Great thing is that's buying you the time to make the day plan that night, get them moved, be safe, and for all intent and purpose, above it all, if you're in these deer stands, safety is the #1 factor. But we got a catch. We rolled that beautiful bee footage. Jason and I did not get in any kind of a bind or stung up in the tree stand. Till we see you again, roll that beautiful bee footage.